And anyways, we've just brought someone right here online as well. He's an entrepreneur, and most importantly, he is also part of the creative industry. He's no stranger to the show. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome MC and entrepreneur ALVIN ANTHONS. ALVIN, hello, good morning, sir.
Hi, good morning, selamat pagi everyone. How are you guys doing?
Selamat pagi, ALVIN. Looking good with the blazer on, definitely.
Thank you.
First up, ALVIN, just how's your outlook like for the current budget, especially from the creative industry point of view?
I think in totality, what our finance minister has done is he's got into the basics of what is needed to get the economy of the country to start rolling back again. So I think step number one, what he has done, he's got down to the very basics of what's really needed by the rakyat and SMEs to actually start churning and bringing back some income to the country to get our economy back on track once again.
Right. So as an MC and entrepreneur yourself, are you satisfied with the revised budget 2023, and what stood up the most to you?
I think coming from the creative industry and the feedback which I've received from quite a number of our friends, be it from either the film industry, the event management industry, the recording, the artist industry, and so on. I think when we went into lockdown, the first industry which was put on hold and was stopped was the creative industry. And that was the last one which was actually put back to full force once everything was open. So in terms of feedback, it is really, really good because looking at the tax plans, looking at the structures of what our finance minister has put forward, he's basically, what he's basically done is he's put a lot of hope and a lot of promises into what we can look forward to. And in return, the confidence which the rakyat has now will actually start to get everyone back on track. Just to give you a clear example, speaking from a personal point of view, from the start of November, December, and right up till now, the creative industry has experienced a massive boom in terms of requests for shows, requests for recordings, requests for rental of movie or audio equipments and so on. So the industry doesn't only come down to people like us who are in front of the camera, in front of the stage, or right in front. It is a very, very huge scope. It even comes down to vendors who actually imports hardware to provide for all this creative industry in the background, people who do staging, people who do carpentry, people who do costumes, people who do your LED screen or your green screen behind you over there. So the scope of the creative industry is actually very, very wide compared to us just being from the front. So the industry, if I'm not mistaken, is used to be churning around 2 billion ringgit annually for the country. And I believe with the current budget and the direction put forward by our finance minister, it is definitely going to come back to that. I'm very, very confident about it.
Awesome.
All right. I wonder, Anthony, because just now you're talking about how the industry is very wide. Yeah. It involves a lot of people. Looking at it from the budget point of view, do you think that the creative industry is being paid less attention compared to others, Anthony? What do you think?
I wouldn't say it's being paid less attention compared to the others, but I think it would be nice if we could be given a little bit more attention. We have been given a lot of opportunities. There are a lot of incentives put forward by the government. There are a lot of grants. There are a lot of things which you can do. You look at FINAS, you've got a lot of, you have a lot of grants which you can apply. There are a lot of associations and bodies there given and provided by the government. There are a lot of incentive plans provided as well. So I think it's all about the individuals or the companies itself to put themselves forward, bring themselves forward, and they need to actually make the first step in trying to get revenue back up and running once again. So to answer your question, it could be better, however, we have enough resources provided by our government to utilize and to actually bring ourselves forward once again.
As an entrepreneur yourself, Alvin, okay, unfortunately we have to ask you a very last question before we let you go. Being from the creative industry and entrepreneur yourself, right, the revised budget 2023, how can we actually find out more about it and how can we make the best use out of it?
Sorry, can I get your question again?
All right, so how can we make the best use of the revised budget 2023 from your perspective, from the creative industry and also an entrepreneur?
Okay, as from the creative industry and overall as an entrepreneur, and I believe what most companies and organizations are doing, be it SMEs or large-scale international companies, what I don't think anyone should do is wait out for things to happen. I think everyone needs to put a step forward. Everyone needs to run through this situation or this weather which we are going through, and to be bullish about it and to continue to spend in a wise way in order to be able to contribute back in terms of taxes to the country, and the traditional way of collecting back taxes and giving back in return to the country. I think that is the master plan of our current finance minister. We're going back to the basics. With that hope and direction given, it is there an open road for all of us. So I think everyone should just stay bullish, stay positive, just keep moving forward and let the economies of scale do its job.
Stay bullish and stay positive.
I love the explanation there. It cannot be better from that. You just need to also find out what else you can do. Just don't wait, like what Alvin just said.
Yeah, keep going forward and then look for the resources that you have. And thank you so much, Alvin Anthons, for spending your time with us on the Sunday morning especially. We really appreciate your insight and we will hope to see you again. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me. Have a good day. Bye.
You too. Bye-bye. There you have it.
Oh, wow. What an episode it has been. It is great to know what the government has for us creative industry members of members in the industry, and I think that it's looking good. It's looking good, isn't it?
It's definitely a positive approach in many areas of our lives when it comes to the education sector, the health sector, the sports sector, basically every single thing also as well. You know, and we also have the Tunai Rahmah and we also have the Menu Rahmah, and now being expanding, right, to the Bakul Rahmah, so on and so forth.
Yeah, and I think we have to do our own part as well. Obviously, the government has set up a platform for us to thrive. And of course, we need to raise our own awareness on being tech savvy, on being good with our financial matters, money management, financial planning, things that I am not used to as well. But you know what? We can definitely do it together.
Yes, exactly. Anyways, it's time for us to say bye-bye right here on Fresh Brew. So check us out once again, RTM Click, for our previous episode. I am Brendan Lepore.
And I am Nabil Zakaria, who has been helped a lot by Brendan Lepore, in this episode. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you again next time, next week. Bye-bye.